So we opened a 1.5 on the button. Notice we're about 100 big blinds deep. Everything looks good so far. He makes it pretty standard re-raise size here. We opened a 3x, he made it 11x, and we decided to call. I think that's totally fine. 4-betting is also viable. And it comes Jack 7-4 Rainbow, and he leads for 6.5, a little more than half pot. And here's our first real decision in the hand. And Guitar Hero says, when he bets the flop, I figure he's betting all of his overpairs and sets, and Ace-X type hands he raised pre. Also, his bet is pretty small, so I decided to call and attempt to take the pot away on upcoming streets. I'm not sure if I would... I like calling here, and it's what I would do as well, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily calling with the intention of taking it away later. You mentioned that he bets all of his sets and overpairs. I think sets are pretty unlikely. Most people don't re-raise 4s pre-flop, and a lot of people don't re-raise 7s, so his set hands are only pocket jacks, and that's such a small part of his range that it's not really worth considering. I agree, he'll probably bet all of his overpairs. He'll probably bet his top pairs. Hands like Ace Jack, King Jack, Queen Jack, maybe Jack 10 suited, Jack 9 suited. But if he's re-raising with that wide of a range, we still have the best hand here well over 50% of the time. If he's re-raising with stuff like Jack 10 suited, he's probably re-raising Queen 10, King 10, Ace 10, Ace Queen, 10-9 suited, 8-6 suited, stuff like that. 8-9 suited, and I wouldn't say we're necessarily calling to take it away. I think calling and trying to get to showdown is viable, and just calling and reevaluating and seeing what comes on the turn, what he does. Our hand is not worthless here. I think there's still a lot of equity even with our just ace high here. So we decided to call. Turn is an offsuit 3, and he checks. The 3 of clubs on the turn changes nothing. More or less, 5-6 is now a straight, and 3-4 is now 2 pair, but again, those are pretty small portions of his range, so sure, it's a fairly blank card. So I figure if he checks here, almost 100% of the time it is to give up with something like Ace-King. Since this is still early in the match, he doesn't know me well enough to fire a second barrel here, and it's more plausible for me to have a Jack or a pocket pair like 10-10 and won't be folding. If an ace or queen on the turn came on the turn in river, I think I would have a sticky decision, but would probably just end up calling down. Well, this is the easiest part to address. I think if an ace or queen comes on the turn, it's not a sticky situation at all. It's a hand that's easily worth playing for stacks. We have the best hand way, way, way too often.